Greetings, programs! Hold up, 1 second. Vivian's not speaking for me. I always forget to do dumb crap like this. It's always something. There we go, we did it. Greetings, programs! Oh yeah, YouTube has this listed as Bomberman Online. I forgot to change that before I went live. I just changed it, so if you, like, refresh, it may fix it. Maybe. Okay, so many people may be surprised that this is Metroid Fusion. So I said community question mark because this isn't... It's community night, but this is not actually a multiplayer game. It's just Metroid Fusion. So the reason that I decided to play Metroid Fusion for this was Wednesday, or a couple days ago. Doesn't matter when. It was a couple days. But I did my recording for Metroid Fusion, and I got to a point where I feel like I got genuinely frustrated playing it. And because I was close enough to the end of the game, I wanted to push through it and just like, let's just finish the game this week. But I feel like that frustration carried over. So I feel like the end was just genuinely kind of unpleasant. The frustration was, I suppose it was part of the game's fault, but it was also my own fault. For, like, not being observant and pushing through like that. But that also got me thinking about how I've been approaching the game as a whole. And I've been approaching the game... since when do I VTube? Only on streams, and... Only on streams, and not... Technically, the only reason I have Vivian up on Fridays is because this is a really big empty screen if I don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother on Fridays. So it's not a normal thing, don't worry about it too much. Just have it here so there's, like, you can see something going on with me. Because otherwise, like, I'd be chatting for a second and you'd just see this. Which is, I don't know. Get something going on there. But I started thinking about how I've been treating the series as a whole otherwise. And when I did Super Metroid, I genuinely sat back and I tried to showcase the game. I tried to show off the emotion that the game tried to come across with. The emotion that I tried to come across with and that I tried to show of the game. I tried to convey the experience that the game wanted to convey to show my appreciation for the game. And I realized that I have not at all been doing this with Fusion. I've been treating Fusion... I think I went into Fusion without lowering my bias. And by that, I mean, I can still... I think I can still speak on the game and try to speak on it objectively and note my own bias when I am not speaking objectively. So I think, content-wise, I think that still came across. But I think as far as my overall temperament, I entered it very much as I am someone who does not like Fusion, but I am going to play it again and see if that changes. But I don't think I don't think I set myself to 0 well enough. And I don't think that I've been letting the game showcase itself. So it got me thinking that I don't think I've been showing, maybe not necessarily the game, but I don't think I've been showing the videos, the watchable video series enough respect. So what I decided was, after the most recent video, at this point I feel like it would be kind of silly to just start the entire series over. But what I've opted to do instead is figure out where I am in the game and figure out at what point after the most recent video went up do I think would be most appropriate for me to cut what I've recorded and continue from there. And so at this point, I'm effectively, in recording, I have not yet beaten the game, but I'm effectively on the last boss's door. Like, I'm save room outside finale. Do I feel like the series will finish uploading before Dread releases? Probably not. Will I be doing the Prime Trilogy? Not as part of this series, but maybe someday. For this series, I wanted to very specifically focus on Metroid 1, 2, 3, 4 in preparation for 5. How am I today? Not bad. I've been better, but not bad. So, the idea, though, is I need to get to where I need to be ready. I need to get to a point where I can continue recording, where I want to continue recording with a fresh mindset. Effectively. And where I decided that would be is literally exactly after where the last video that went up is going. I'm not super fond of the next video that came after that. It's not the worst I've done, but if I'm going there anyway. So what this means, though, is I don't have any backup saves or anything, so I have to play through the entire game and collect what items I collected in order to get back to where that is so I can continue recording. I'm going to do my best to collect what items I have collected. I collected in the first playthrough. But I don't think I'm going to be able to line up everything exactly perfect. I'll try, but some things may be off. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I played through a bit of it already, so I'm going to pick up from where I got to and get to where I need to be. What this does mean is I need to re-record effectively tomorrow's video. So Fusion updates from here on may not be on normal schedule. My apologies. I think it's going to be for the better in the long run. Viv was angry. So that's the plan for tonight. In other news, now that we've gone through that, I'll try to go through the rest of... Tomorrow's episode is Bork somehow. I want to re-record it. I'm not happy with what I did with it. So everything I've recorded from tomorrow's video on, I want to re-record. Okay, so now that we've gone through that whole mess, I'm going to try to make it quick. I'll try to make the rest of news quick. So Thursdays is Vivian's stream. So she streamed yesterday. She's currently playing Minecraft. I'm trying to get the server to a state where I feel like we could play on a more public server on community night. How's your kitty doing? Pretty well. I don't know where she is right now. Had to change to new food recently because we can't find her old food anywhere. But we had to get her new food, and she seems to like it, so all's going well. Yeah, version 1.0, it's not, like, bad. I just don't feel like I'm treating the series with the respect that I need to treat it with. And I feel like I should have a little more respect for the people watching who are genuine fans of Fusion and are excited to see me play a game that they enjoy. But okay, yeah, so she's doing that. We are currently renovating Stronghold. There's a couple things we want to do after the Stronghold has been renovated. I'm going to try to do as much work off screen as I can to kind of hasten things along, because as it turns out, renovating this is taking a very long time. But last time we added in the main hub of it, so we have like a work area, we have a potion stand, we have our armor area, we have a beacon area laid out. We've like the main hub where most of the activity is going to be. I would like to finish at least that main hub before the next stream. That way next stream we can start on something else, like the farms or something. So that's Thursday. Today is Friday. Sunday is work day. We're still working on Faceball 2020, or whatever it is we're going to go with. So at this point, most of the graphical issues are resolved. I finished them before last stream, and one weird, very minor one during last stream. And we are... Oh, last stream we also got a face on the front of enemies. Oh, technically I know where all of the items in Metroid Fusion are now, because I'm playing through this now after I've technically recorded the final 100% item cleanup. Which is especially why I need to reference... I've got a video up of like where I've been and what items I've gotten, so I can make sure to not collect things that I didn't collect. So like actually Faceball, kind of. I effectively am making another Faceball game, but I'm kind of making my own take on it. My goal is going to be to effectively remake a dumb version of Faceball that works with online, like, that works with, like, netcode and stuff. So, okay, fighting the security robot again. So, I mentioned a chain of events that led to me just being frustrated and grumpy throughout kind of the ending and going into finale, and I'm gonna be blunt, it started with the security robot refight. But, okay, yeah, so there's that. My brain shut down. Okay, so the idea is to get, a dumb version of, like, an online faceball working. It shouldn't be too hard. Mostly right now, I'm dealing with, figuring out how to do a fake 3D rendering in Construct 2. And that's kind of the adventure that I wanted to go on and what I'm learning about. Once we got that down, and I think I've more or less got it, everything else from there should be pretty smooth sailing. But anyway, that's the Sunday stream, so if you want to see some more work on, like, Faceball 2021 or whatever, that is Sunday. Sunday's work day, and that's currently what I'm working on. The idea is to have that up and running so that at some point I can give it out just as, like, a free download, and we can play it during community night. Just everybody runs around shooting each other with orbs and making faces. Okay. So that's that. Video series, Fusion, I have spoken about. Final Fantasy is the other series going on. We are... Ooh, we just beat the volcano. So we are 2 down on elemental fiends. And things start getting kinda... Things start getting interesting from here. The world opens up a lot coming up soon. Nightmare to be more of a problem. Oh, Nightmare was also a problem. Nightmare was a problem. The security robot refight was a problem. The friggin' gold space pirates were a problem. Getting yelled at for things that weren't my fault was a problem. It was kind of... It felt like... I just got grumpier and grumpier as, like, little things happened, and I didn't let myself reset or approach things with a decent mindset. Anyway, let's get going on what we're supposed to be doing tonight. So I mentioned I played through a little bit, and this is where we are. Will I do a blind playthrough of Dread when it comes out? Probably not. So the idea is, as soon as we finish Fusion, I have a Halloween Let's Play to do. And then once that's done, I will probably go into Dread. Oh, my problem with the gold pirates was figuring out how to kill them at all. But yeah, so I played a little bit. I played through a little bit to get here. If we finish early, if I catch up early, because I don't know how much space we have left. I don't remember exactly how much I have to catch up. Then we are... Oh, that's a lot louder than I remember it being. How loud is this? Loud. Okay, it's not that loud. It's just loud to me, because my speakers are up. Zero Mission and Samus Returns as well. No. I mean, maybe eventually, but not as part of this series. Again, the whole point of this series... Hi, Lenny, by the way. The whole part of this series is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Effectively. And going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm doing the original release because, like, when the original 2 was released, the original 1 was the only game that came out before it. So that's the only game you had to base yourself off of with 2. When 3 came out, the only games that were out were the original 1 and 2, so that's all you had to base it on. When Fusion came out, all you had was the original 1, 2, and Super to base your thoughts on. So much has happened since Fusion that in order to be prepared for, like, Dread, who knows what Dread considers canon? If they consider Samus Returns canon, or Zero Mission, or the original games, who knows? But, like, for Fusion, all they had to go on was the original 1, 2, and Super. So that's what I did so I can show off Fusion. Okay, so my problem with the Gold Pirates was I couldn't figure out how to hurt them. It took me forever. So I would... So, like, with all the other gold enemies, your regular beam doesn't work, but usually, like, a charge shot or something does. So I, like, use a charge shot on them, and it just dinked off of them. So I'm like, okay, sure. So I use a missile on him, and it just dinks off of him. So I'm running around waiting for him to, like, jump in the air and flip around or do something stupid to reveal a weak point or whatever, and they never do. I mean, they do a flip, but they never show off, like, hey, we're available right now. Thank you for the super chats, Spectre Von Vera. $5. The version of 2 that Dread considers canon is AM2R. So yeah, I ran around that room just getting my crap kicked in by them for a while. Not necessarily because they were hard, but because I couldn't figure out how to hurt them. It was eventually... So I know that you get the screw attack not long before them, so after I figured out I couldn't hurt them, I just kind of assumed that, oh, okay, you just have to come back with screw attack or whatever. Another $5, Spectre, thank you. So I just kind of assumed that, and then I ran around trying to figure out what else to do, and I couldn't figure out where to go. I ended up looking up a map because I swore, like, I can't figure out where to go or what to do at this point. So I figured, okay, I don't want to just look up a playthrough of the game, a guide or whatever, but I found a map to figure out maybe there's a passageway I'm missing. And that led down to the kind of the secret area. And $5 from Kaiser. Hey, Kaiser, I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you. So yeah, I did that to go down where, like, the power bomb or whatever is secret. Power bomb is not the solution. I tried that too. So it was once I got down there, though, that I realized there is absolutely no way to progress without killing those gold space pirates. That was my moment of, like, okay, I have to kill these. How do you do it? And I eventually figured out there is kind of a specific frame of their animation when they're jumping through the air or landing or something, where you can hurt them with a charge beam. And that's it. That kind of added to my frustration, not only because of everything I had to go through. Like, I broke down. I was like, I can't do this on my own. I can't physically beat this game on my own. I had to go find a map. So I was already frustrated. And then when I found that, and there wasn't a... There's no... tell I tried shooting him in the back, too. That didn't work. Like, I tried shooting him in the front, I tried shooting him in the back. Nothing worked. It was a specific frame of their animation that worked. And then I was like, furious because, like, if you are supposed to shoot him from behind, I may have just hecked it up. That may have been me. I swear I tried to shoot him from behind and it didn't work. But maybe I just, like, I was a frame off doing it right or something, but I thought I did it. But yeah, like, I was just, like, furious. Because I was looking at, like, so I have to, like, wait for him to do, so what the conclusion I came to was I have to wait for him to, like, spin it, do, like, this dumb spin attack or whatever, and then shoot them, like, as they're landing or something. And so I was angry because I figured there's no tell for this. There's no graphical change for this. When you shoot them, they don't, like, put up their arms as a defense or anything. So you can tell, oh yeah, they blocked it, that's why it's doing it. Like, they just kind of stand there and take it, and it doesn't hurt them. So, like, by the time I figured it out, and that was the conclusion I came to, I was just furious. And it did not... kind of my mood didn't improve from there. Anyway, let's go in here. Sector 6. See, what's frustrating now is I'm used to being endgame. So I'm like, why can't I space jump? Okay, so in here there is something down here. Man, I don't even have P-bombs. I think you have to get this from the other side. Did I ever finish the idle game I was talking about? No, I'm still working on it. I'm taking a brief break to work on... Where is it? There it is. I'm taking a brief break to work on this dumb baseball game. Oh, there's something right here. No, I didn't get it. There's an item right there, but I didn't get it in the original playthrough. Okay, not going that way. Not that kind of idle game, Lenny. Let's see here. Man, I gotta, like, hurry up and get Varia or something before these guys become a problem. Can I go left? Actually, I think I have to go left. I think this is an exit. Okay, I'm just gonna take these. I don't know how to get by them. I could have got by him. Got him, please don't be more, there's more. Really? Now I got these two idiots to deal with? Can you, like... Okay. Get me through a door so they leave me alone. Okay, so this way leads to a save point. I'm, honest to goodness, just for the replay, I'm just using save states, so I'm just going to the save room and map it. Okay, so there's an item in here. There sure is. Hey, it's this room again. How you doing? Okay, so people told me how to get through this room. And I mean, I kind of figured it out. If you hide... I knew if you hide under the far left, you'd be fine. But I did not know if you hide under the far right, you're fine. Ah, but. Hi! They did that on purpose. And magically it's gone. Where did it go? No one knows. See, I fell down those like 8 times in the video, so I knew they were there. Hi. How you doing? Crap. You want to open your eye? Thank you. Let's see here. Do I think the X are intelligent? I feel like the X are... They have a degree... They're not, like... They're not unintelligent. But I feel like their intelligence is mostly a... Oh, I feel like they have an almost insect-level intelligence. Just enough for survival. Just enough for, look at what's going on, where can I get food, whatever. Like, super basic, insect-level intelligence. They can gain knowledge based on what they take over. But I feel like the knowledge... Yeah, they, like, mimic intelligence. They're not, like... They gain the knowledge from what they take over, but they're not, like, suddenly I'm a genius and can do things. Like, I feel like it's... They gain knowledge, but it's a very... They can gain... Oh, crap. It's like a practical knowledge. Man, just flying. Oh, geez, hi. So somebody said that the pseudo screw attack works really well against this thing. And it kind of does. Do you make more babies if I, like, destroy them all? I mean, I'm getting hurt, but mostly I just want to destroy the little babies. And I'm running into it, which is working, but that's not like my intention. But it's happening, so I'll deal with it. No, I want to destroy the last baby. I want to destroy the last baby. Fine, I'll kill you, I guess. Okay, we did it. Okay, let's map out the room. This is a kind of a weird room to be 3 rooms tall. Yeah, ugly suit kit. Okay, so where am I going from here? There's an item up here. Here's the save point, so we'll do that. Mustard suit. Man, I am already tired of, like, bombing walls. When do I get the power bombs? Okay, so we got that item. There is... Okay, yeah, we got both of those items. So we can go back up and... Wow, this is legitimately all of Sector 6. Meh. Replaying Fusion again? Sort of. If I finish early, then we'll, like, I don't know, play some SRB2 card or something. So what am I... Okay, yeah, I just need to leave. I don't know why I thought I would Morph Ball there. Oh, there's an item in here that I, like, never bothered to get, and I have no idea why. Like, I'm pretty sure I can get it... Well, no, you may need to screw it back. I forget. Yeah. There's a shocking number of items that are screw attack only. Okay, we should be done here now. This is everything that we got in the... This is everything that we got in the regular playthrough up to this point in this area. You know, I don't even care. There's a recharge room over here. Do I have the rest of the videos recorded for Fusion? I recorded up to the final boss. I was going to leave the finale and get back to it, until I decided that I was unhappy with most of the videos. See, one thing I've found is if you're concerned about survival, getting through areas, I feel like I instinctively want to just kill everything. I will stay and fight everything because I feel like it's safer to kill everything. But more often than not, fighting everything means you're getting hit by a lot of things. And oftentimes, getting hit once and just rushing through a bunch of enemies is oftentimes better. Where am I going? I wasn't paying attention. 5. Is often, like, getting hit and just running through all of them once is oftentimes better than, like, actually staying and fighting them and using your resources on that. Did I get the secret message? I did not, because I remembered incorrectly. So the thing is, I misremembered, because I did actually get the secret message when I played through the game as a kid. So I heard people talking about, like, oh, there's a sequence break or something that you can do in the game. Then I was like, oh, well, I'm not super interested in that. But I do want to show off that one secret message for the really hard Shine Spark. And as it turns out, that is what it is. So I, like, got to the end of the game, and I was like, I should look up where that one super hard Shine Spark puzzle was, or whatever, and explore around to figure out how to show that off. And then I looked at it, or I actually looked it up, and it's the sequence break. But by this point, it was the end of the game, so I can't. But as a kid, I got it. I did. And I was even going to show it off, but I remembered incorrectly what it was. I thought it was just some weird hidden room with, like, a weird speed booster block in the wall that you look at and you go, this is impossible. How do you get a speed boost here? And it turns out it's like half a map away is the only way to do it. That's what I thought it was. And you could go back and do it any time, but it's not that. It is actually the sequence break. So, that was me misremembering what it even was. Okay, so we are in Sector 5. So I gotta find where Sector 5 is in this video. Thankfully, in, like, the next video, I did kind of a wrap-up, where I just ran and looked in every area, and that's making catching up to where I was at the time way easier. Okay, no, that's the lava. You know, I also, honestly, I think also in general, I was treating this as a pseudo-blind run, but I feel like I also just do better when I'm more educated on a game. Like, I feel like videos are just better when I'm more educated on a game. There we go. Get over here. Now open up a map. Oh, donation camera. I'll check that out. As soon as I find the map. I found it. Yes! Sorry, I was used to looking for super chats. Thank you. $10, Drazman. Hello, Knock. Hope life is treating you well. It's the month of spooks and treats, so let's make some treats out of the spooky X-parasites. Thank you, Drazman. Okay, so we know what we're in for here. Okay, so we can't do that. Butts. Okay, so there is... Okay, I can't get up there without ice missiles or whatever. Can't do yellow yet. Yeah, nothing in this room I can do because I can't get up there. So. Okay, so we need P-bombs for that. So our goal is just right up here. Oh, right. Okay, I gotta hit yellow first. Sorry, I was talking to everybody and not actually paying attention to dialogue. Stupid physics-defying bullets. I think this also means I'm going to be generally a lot more familiar with how the game is expected to play. I hate this room. Yeah, I already have access to Arc. I did a little bit of playing this before the stream. And if we catch up, then I'll just... If we catch up, then we'll just play some SRB 2 part or something. Get out of the way. Okay, still need yellow. This room is suspicious. Only mildly suspicious. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that suspicious. Nintendo remake for Metroid 2. Samus Returns. I do not have... Maybe sometime in the future, but it's not part of my immediate plans. Meh. Meh. Oh my goodness. Just reform right where you are. Oh my goodness, just die. For Pete's sake, I just want to move through this room. Okay, so we went through that mess. Now we have yellow. I got 108 missiles. Why don't I use them as my regular beam? Okay, so we need P-bombs to go there. We have yellow, so we can go up there. Hey, you know what? Let's just go back here. Real quick. And get this thing that I got angry about. So I remember it's in the upper right. And you can get it without power bombs. And then there's also an item over here. Okay, with those out of the way. So we need ice in order to go up more. We need P-bombs to go there. So we're going back to the main room? The game gives you a reason to use Spring Ball. I'm sure that was an intentional decision. Oh, right, don't have that yet. I'm sure that was an intentional decision. Like, they knew it was kind of useless in Super. So they said, you know what, let's not make it a separate thing. Let's just give it to you when you get high jump. Yeah, let's go in here first. Well, no, I can do something... Can I go down there yet? Okay, so that's an exit. So if there's anything, it's down below me. So, like, let's just give you Spring Ball when you get high jump, so it's not even a thing you have to worry about. And then we can design the world with you being able to jump in Morph Ball mode in mind. Okay, fine. See that way. Sure. Ah, there it is. Okay, where is it? I know you're here. It's not in a secret passage. Where is it? Oh, there's actually no item here. This is just a way to get back up. God dang it. Okay, everything else I don't think we can get to yet. Yay, ice missiles. So I can go that way, but I can also go this way. What does this get me? Big old room. Is there anything in this room before I just fall down? There's something to the left. But it's like on the second screen down. There it is. Heck! It's okay, I got ice missiles. Yeah, Spring Ball wasn't, like, completely useless in Super, it's just that they gave it to you at effectively the end of the game. And because they gave it to you at effectively the end of the game, the entire game before then was kind of built without you having to Spring Ball in mind. Hey. Okay, so there's something over this way that I wasn't able to come back to for quite some time. And, like, by the time you got Spring Ball, if you needed to do anything funky, you kind of just learned how to bomb jump. Wait, no. Yeah, you can go down from there. Oh, that guy's in the way. We gotta come back. When we come back, we'll go down. So in the meantime, we just gotta do this. I think I can get this now. I forget. Was there anything over here? No, there wasn't. That was just... Okay, right, and then this is how you get back up. Okay, so now that we have Smissles... Ice missiles, actually. Oh, you do actually need P-bombs for that. Okay. So if we need that for that, we need that for that, then we have effectively done everything that there is to do here right now. We can get that one item up top, and then we're just kind of done. There's our buddy. I kind of feel bad that, I don't think I treated him, especially in the series, I don't think I treated some things the game did with enough respect. And I think this guy is one of them. Or at minimum, the lead up to him. Because, like, this is supposed to be a freaky thing that you see. And, like, in the videos, I just go, oh, hi. Hey, buddy. Like, that's supposed to be creepier. That's supposed to be kind of a thing.
Emergency in Sector 3.
There we go.
Emergency in Sector 3. Emergency in Sector 3.
I feel like this alarm works fine if you enter it from there.
Emergency in Sector 3.
I can hear the alarm saying Sector 3. Let me just go to Sector 3. That's not me thinking that this is unnecessary or anything. That's me just trying to blitz through this game real quick. Like, I know. I'm just trying to get somewhere real quick. Okay, where are we going in here? Well, we'll get told in a second. Oh no, I don't actually have to. Okay, I'm going down there. I don't know why I thought we had to talk to him. Ooh, save point doesn't work. I guess they don't want to save with the, timer running. Wait, where am I going? Does that timer keep ticking while I'm here? What's the fastest way down there? This is the way, right? Sure is. Nope. Oh, hurts.
To main boiler explosion.
Oh, I stayed up. Nice. There's an item hidden down there that I missed, that I remember. Oh, butts! Well, you can kill him, so that's fine. Fake floor. Wait, this is the boiler. Gonna make me fight RNG boss when I'm friggin' on a timer? Come on, let's go. I want to see the station explode. I'll wait it out. Hey, buddy. You doing okay? Working hard? Keep up the good work. I'm just chilling here, don't mind me. I'm on break. Oh, there's platforms up here. I'm glad there wasn't a breakable wall. I was hoping, like, I figure a breakable wall was gonna come down and, like, drop me onto the guy. Yeah, see, this guy is definitely here trying to fix the station. definitely here to fix the station. So I just gotta protect him. I wanna, like, do pull-ups. This is the best I can do. Why can I hang off this, but I can't shoot? Hold on, maybe if I go up here.
2.
No, I can't. I have to be on the, I can't shoot. I mean, I guess I don't have foothold, so that makes sense. Do I have a fast forward key? Not that I know of. I mean, I'm sure there is one, but I tend not to mess with slowdown and speed up much. I mean, the dude isn't what he seems. I don't know. It looks like a dude. Seems smart. Looks like he knows what he's doing. I think I should let him try to fix this. Do I prefer a classic Mega Man or Mega Man X? It depends. I think the early Mega Man X is really heckin' good, but the later Mega Man X isn't so much. And the classic Mega Man kind of comes and goes. He's got a lab coat. Dude's legit. Huh. Dude did get infected by the X, but like because he took over a scientist, he's just like, oh crap, I gotta get back to work. What about Mega Man Zero? I haven't played any of Mega Man Zero. I've seen videos of it, but I haven't played enough of it to actually form a good opinion of my own.
40 seconds to explosion.
Dude, you better hurry up. We're running out of time.
30 seconds to explosion.
Yeah, I wish the game had more than one proper boss fight with the SAX. I feel like the SAX could have been handled better overall, but I don't know if I needed more than one proper boss fight. I think I'm cool with the one boss fight.
10, 9, 8,
He's playing 100% orange juice, not even paying attention. Dude just looks up, crap, what's going on?
2, 1, 0.
Really? You just give me a bunch of, like, static explosions you couldn't even... I mean, it was kinda neat, but you couldn't have just done, like, a friggin' power bomb or something? Just a bunch of, like, explosions? Okay, hey guy. Looked like, kind of like the Environmental Station Alpha explosion, only lower quality. Have you seen the resolution on Environmental Station Alpha? How is that lower quality? Or how is this lower quality? Yeah, wide beam. Yeah, wide beam charter. What does that look like? It's kind of thicker, beefier. Yeah, wide beam, accretedly late in the powering you up schedule. I think it's because they considered the charge beam a proper beam upgrade, which would have taken the place. It's also complicated because they gave you ice missiles instead of the ice beam. So, like, if the charge beam takes place of the spazer and you don't get ice missiles, then that means the wide beam kind of takes the place of the wave beam, which is shockingly late mid-game. Yeah, Samus is fine. I saw her parachute. I was genuinely curious, though, and something I want to do at some point is actually plot out when you fight bosses and when you get power-ups in kind of a timeline. And I want to see, like, what all you go through between getting the various beam power-ups and such. See, the only problem that I have with the charge beam, I'm told it is unbelievably strong, and I believe you. As someone who's playing the game effectively raw, not completely raw, but I'll defend my choice not to use the charge beam as often. Now that I know I'll use the charge beam more often, but I'll at least I'll defend my initial choice, because if I see something and go, oh no, I can't hurt it with my beam, I can slowly charge up and then fire, or I can just do that. So, like, given the option, I think it's understandable, at least, that I would kind of just always go with missiles. Even though missiles aren't necessarily the strongest option. Like... Hi. Oh, I do know that the charge beam, when I fire, you'll see a little, like, crescent moon-looking swing by the beam. I was told that little swing hurts enemies. So if you, like, charge up a charge shot and then point blank them, you do, like, stupid damage. Yeah, I think the devs kind of expect you to run around holding a charge. See, I hate running around holding a charge. Like, I hate that in any game. Like, if you're gonna make me run around holding a charge, why did you even give me a regular beam? Okay, so I do know there's an item in that previous room, but I can't get it. Or I can get it, but I did not get it. Pie saw a pizza dinner. Oh man, that's a lot of... Wow, 78 people. I am not used to having this many people show up. I guess it pays to play a more It pays to play a game that is... I don't know, I don't want to say popular, because it's not like I'm out here playing Call of Duty or anything. Well, it's like cult popular. Kind of the Metroid series as a whole is kind of a cult popular series. I feel like especially with Dread around the corner, people are just kind of hyped for Metroid content. Okay, so we're back in Sector 3. Let me go see if I can find what I had in Sector 3. Oh, what do you know? I'm right here already. I clicked randomly and I was right there. There is... nothing. Nothing at all. I hope I make it. I was hoping I could, like, ledge grab on him. Now that I know about your opinions on Fusion, is that why the 3DS version of Samus Returns is lower on your list? Because I myself find it absurdly relying on the counter mechanic. I just don't see a reason to play Samus Returns. Like, I played Metroid 2. You shut up. Like, I played Metroid 2, and Samus Returns, it's not a bad game, but it just wasn't my favorite game in the world. So I just wasn't, like, inclined, I guess. Like, the game's alright, but it just didn't have something that made me go, yeah, this is something I've got to share with people. Like, it's not a bad game, it just didn't, like, grab me. I guess I'll charge. Yeah, I think what did me... I think with Samus Returns, it did feel like it was too heavily relying on the counter mechanic. Kind of like a, hey, we've got this neat new mechanic, we're gonna make all combat based around this neat new mechanic. Kind of way. Like, I think the counter mechanic is neat, I just felt like the game focused way too much on it. Honestly, I also kind of felt like the environments were kind of uninspired and samey. Like, everything just kind of looked the same to me. Not enough variety in environment design, I guess. Sure, we can go in here. Spooster. Yeah, I agree with that with Metroid 2 in general. That's very true. Like, it's kind of true to Metroid 2 in that regard. That's one thing that I really liked about AM2R, though. Like, AM2R did a real good job of making each area stand out real well. I haven't looked at the map, but I don't see how I didn't check that. Okay, so we get to see Ridley. Have I looked at the Messenger? I've heard of the Messenger, but I can't remember what it is. Let me do a very quick Google. The Messenger, the Messenger, the Messenger. Oh, is this the game that, it reminded me of Ninja Gaiden. Trying to think if there's anything here. I remember I watched a playthrough of Messenger. How much did Ridley hurt my ears? I think probably had the volume down enough that it didn't bother me too much. I'm not super familiar with the music in this game. I don't, and some of that's that I can't necessarily say like, oh, the music just isn't memorable or whatever. I can't say that. Honestly, I just have the volume down low enough that sometimes it just doesn't stand out. Like, I can hear it enough to know things. I hear it enough to know things, but like, if there's an absolute bop playing, I probably can't bop to it. Because I don't want my mic to pick up the game audio. There was a game that came out not long ago. Just like days ago. I was even thinking of buying it and playing it for today. Do I have Steam open? I think I remember not countering a lot of enemies for a while and just feeling like they were all super tanky. And I was just avoiding enemies because it took too long to kill them. And then I eventually realized, oh, they just die real quick if you use the counter. Oh, that's cool. I want to ride a motorcycle. What game is that? No, can you go back? Steam, can you go back? I want to ride a motorcycle. If I click on this, will it take me somewhere dumb or will it tell me what the motorcycle is? Oh, that's right. Isn't Tunic getting like a playable demo soon? I just want to know what the motorcycle game was. It looked like Momodora, but on a motorcycle. I will never find it, and this saddens me. You put your demo up there to catch my eye, and it sure did. But now I want it, and I can't have it. What game was it? Okay, so I've got it up here somewhere. Tunic. Uncited. That was the game. So Uncited is a game that came out just recently, and it was... I saw a review describe it as robot lesbian Metroidvania, and what else do you need? Yeah, Uncited came out just like a day or two ago. It's like 20 bucks, I think. That's the only reason I was even slightly hesitant. Yeah, never really marketed as a Metroidvania. That's what a review described it as. It looks like it plays like Hyper Light Drifter. Like it was described as a Metroidvania, but it's top-down Hyper Light Drifter looking crap. Okay, when do I go up into the place? Do I ever? Yeah, I did take a look. I haven't played it, but I took a quick glance through a video of somebody playing the demo. Look, I just want to know. I want a map of the place. You know, the place. Got the people in it. Do I ever go there? Oh wait, no, if I talk to the computer. When do I talk to the computer? There, that's when I talk to the computer. So the computer is going to pan up top, and that will tell me if there's anything up top that I missed. Okay, so there's the through passage there. Okay, well, I mapped it. Anything else I'm missing? Can't go there. We went up top. I think that's everything over there, so it's just like the stuff when everything breaks. I need to get back to play more Hollow Knight myself. Honestly, like, I think I just feel a little intimidated by it. Not only because it's kind of difficult, like it's intended to be. Like, but also, the game's just huge. Oh, come on, dude. No, no. Oh, I forget what exactly you have to do to get through this. I think you're going through here. Need some booster. Can I walk on that? I think you can walk on the tops, yeah. Wait, that just took me down here. Oh, that got me a missile. Ruby. Let's find out. That sure does look like Momodora on a motorcycle. Art style wise, this actually looks like a this looks like a what was that dev named again? Skipmore? They did do Ruby. I was like looking at it going, man, this looks like Faerun. Alright, well, let's keep that up then. Okay, well, we still gotta figure out how to get up top. So I gotta figure out, remember how to do this. I don't remember. I swear you get up there from here, like there's no other way up there. Like I can open that up in Shine Spark, but that doesn't help, that gets me down. Oh, I forget how to get up here. How did I figure this out in video? I feel like I figured this out pretty quick. Bottom floor. Oh, turn this boost on. Oh, yep, that's suspicious as crap. I think I'm too busy, like, paying attention to the chat and screwing around, that I'm not, like, using my eyes like I was when I was actually playing. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure I figured that out immediately. Look at that little baby, with that big ol' eye. Loses a brain cell while streaming. You assume I have any to lose. I have got one brain cell and I'm sharing it with chat. Okay, so I don't think there's anything left to do here. Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go to the ship? No, I'm not supposed to go to the ship, because I go to the ship when everything breaks. Hey yo, what's the next plan? Right, no survivors. Drop it into the sun. Go down. Okay, 5 is blinking, so that's where we're going. I was once again not paying attention at all. Why are we going here? Oh, power bombs. Oh, so somebody mentioned, I think earlier somebody mentioned a game that, a couple of Hololive people were doing voices in. I remember Noel and Polka. Somebody else did one. I forget what game it was. But that just reminded me of, I've also been watching, Mume of New English. And, like, she's got her whole thing about being forgetful and whatever, and I am willing to bet she has some form of ADHD. Because she's described a couple things here and there that, like, sound exactly like crap that, either I've dealt with or I've heard other people with ADHD deal with. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I'm willing to bet I'm on the spectrum somewhere. But, so she mentioned, getting hyper-focused. And I think that's something kind of like, yeah, I just watched the dialogue, and I just read the dialogue that said where to go and why to get it, and I maybe even talked like, hey, power bombs. But as soon as I got down here, I was like, I forgot why I was down here. And it's like, you get focused enough on one thing that even if you're taking in other information, it doesn't stick. Okay, we can't go back. Yeah, do be careful about the rabbit holes, by the way. Okay, so what am I looking for in here? Okay, so I got this already. I can't go up there yet. So this is where this was, though, and I can P-bomb this now. I like the crumble blocks there, just to make absolutely sure you can't get back up. Okay, so apparently bombs do not alert the SAX. And you can bomb through there and just kind of leave. But I do like the power bomb block down here, so you're going to be like, man, I got to get away. Oh no, power bombs. And then you blow it open, and that's just an empty path. Ah, dang it. Nope. I'm getting that shot off. I don't give a crap. Gotcha! Not even alerted! Holy heck! Got shot in the face. And it's just there like, man, I got frozen, but I got no idea why. Must have been the wind. Weather's harsh today. Oh my goodness, this room is so annoying. Like, just die and get out of my... I just want to leave. What pronouns do I prefer? I am male. I know, between my avatar and Vivian, that complicates the matter. But, male is fine enough. I am a chocobo. Like, Wark. Yeah, so the thing with gender is I go by male pronouns, but I'm on that spectrum somewhere, and I've even considered, like, and even still do to this day, where would I be happiest? And I feel as though I'm content enough not to worry about it, and just, like, let's just go male, don't worry about it. But part of Vivian is kind of just letting me explore. Gender is a social construct. Okay, so I'm in Sector 5. Okay, no, that's too far. Or is it? That's fire. Okay, yeah, this is Arc. Am I missing anything in here? There we are. Okay, so we didn't go there yet. We haven't been up there yet. I did get the item down there. Yeah, there's this one item, like, right up here above me, but I think that's it. This is the only thing that I... Man, can I just, like, shine spark through all of this? Okay, there. Now we can see where all the holes are. Are there any more holes down here? Ah, there are. Okay, we know that hole is at least 3 wide. Everything else here should be fine. Oh, that's too far! Speedball... I don't think you can speedball in Fusion. But... you also cannot buffer jumps with the spring ball in this game like you can in Super. You don't get your frame 1 jump. Dang it! No, no, no! Well, that's not nearly far enough, because I missed the first one. But unmorph, for Pete's sake. Okay, I'm tired. I'm save stating right here. Huh. Of course I get it as soon as I save state, god dang it. I mean, I got it legit in videos. That's why I'm happy to cheat Heckenback getting back. Okay, so we got P-bombs, and this is all we got here, so back to the navigation room we go. Ah, now's when everything turns off. Did something happen to the save? Kind of. I decided I didn't like what I had recorded of the game. And I wanted to redo a lot of the videos. Oh, so somebody explained a bit about how beam damage works. There is an item here. Did I get it? That was unhelpful. Yeah, so somebody explained how beam damage works, and it's interesting how it's handled, because each beam upgrade that you get actually does very, very marginally more damage than the previous beam, but they do damage in different ways. Like, the wide beam only does like 1 odd damage more than the charge beam, but you shoot 3 projectiles, and if you hit somebody with all 3 projectiles, you're actively doing like not only that extra 1 point damage, but an additional hit's worth of damage. And then once you get plasma, I think plasma does very marginally more damage as well, but it does damage every frame that it's overlapping something. Which, of course, can rack up damage pretty quick. I think the issue with me charging, though, because apparently charging just does a stupid amount of damage. It's like 10 times the damage of your beam or something. Which makes sense, because in Super, charge beams did a stupid amount of damage, but not that kind of stupid amount of damage. They didn't do 10 times, but you can, like, super spam the beams in here. So to compensate for the charge time, it would need to be multiplied more. So I still am not sure how like, I'll probably charge more often now that I've gotten a better feel for the game. Because, like, keep in mind that since the last video went up, since last night's video went up, I have since then effectively beaten the game. I've played a lot more of the game, so I'm a lot more comfortable with the game's systems. And in turn, stuff like charging. I still think I don't know how to feel about charging, because I mean, I already explained this, but until missiles stop being powerful enough to get the job done, I feel like it's easier to just use missiles. I've got 5,000 of them, and it's quicker to just toggle and shoot a missile instead of charging a beam. And somebody pointed out that, like, the regular enemies that your regular beam actually works on die fast enough that being able to tell the difference in charge damage is kind of hard. Being able to tell the difference in beam damage. Being able to tell the difference in beam damage really helps when you're using charge beam against much stronger enemies, like, say, the beams that your regular beam doesn't work on. And I guess I never really noticed that, because anytime I saw my beam didn't work, I just pelted it with a missile. Because you've got enough of them, and it just... Plasma outstrips missiles. I think when you have wide beam... Yeah, charge wide beam deals 45 per projectile. An ice missile deals 40. So if you can hit something with all 3 shots of the charge wide beam, that's more damage, sure. But, like... that's how fast you can fire. And, like, there's 3 there. So that's... okay, so 45, 45, 45. That's gonna be 90... 135? So, like, 135. 135. 135. 135. Or 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. So I feel like, just as far as, like, knocking it out quick, maybe once you get Plasma, it's a little bit better. I know once you get Wave, the Charge Beam is just like, yeah, just use Charge Beam for everything. Okay, yeah. Very quick double check. Oh, wow. Man, I was over here wrecking these guys. How did I hit them? Oh, no, it's probably the guys in the hallway. Oh, right, I gotta boost. Wait, but there's an item here. Yeah, you can just do this. Instead of boosting. Admittedly, when you have a very small weak point to hit, it is going to be better to charge, because then you can hold the charge and wait for that weak point, and when it comes, you can go BAM! And, like, do a lot more damage per hit. So that's actually good to keep in mind. Like, missiles at this point probably have better DPS. but charge has better burst damage. So that's good to keep in mind. And I'm sure once you get plasma, that just kind of amplifies it. Okay, so we came up here. I don't think we need to do anything. Oh, I never went up there. Can I go up there? It's not spoostin', it's spoostin'. Oh, no, I can't go up there, dang. That little gray square there I never went in, but I did in the original. It's just a recharge room, though. Fusion Randomizer. Honestly, I feel like I wasn't, I feel like given how I felt about Fusion even a month ago, I would absolutely not be interested. But now that I've actually played through it and kind of reformed my opinion on the game, I may actually be kind of interested in a Fusion Randomizer. Do they, like, take cutscenes out of the game, or what? How does that work? Oh yeah, I used to speedrun the Super Metroid Randomizer. I'm like, man, I have done so much Super Metroid. Look at that big old face. Yeah, plot removed. I suppose anything that's plot locked has been opened. What exactly is plot locked, though? Most things are locked behind either items you get or locked doors. Unless they unlock all the locked doors. Because, like, the hatches get closed, but not super often. The zeros are plot locks, that's true. Like, there are the gray closed hatches, but that doesn't happen that often. Yeah, turn the game on. Adam says what items you need and you go. Just boot up the game, Adam shows up. Samus? Go get that ice beam. I'm not gonna bother mapping this. I'm gonna get space jump soon. I wanna know what's in here, because I didn't go in here before. Oh, it's a save room. I mean, I went in there eventually. What about here? Okay, that's the fat door. Is there a reason for the fat door? Like, why not just make a normal door? Like, charge beam doesn't even... I mean, it's safe, I guess, but, like... Yeah, it's also 3 missiles. I only have 155 missiles. I gotta save these. Gotta give it to them. They come up with interesting ways to... They come up with interesting ways to make you have to dodge the shots for these doors. Like, all the doors are interesting. Did I miss the missile here? There's a missile here? Oh, there's a missile. Ah, butts! I did! I don't think I can get back. Pretty sure I went through a crumble block. Yeah, I did. Don't trust that save below. It used to be full, and then I hecked up. Oh, I gotta go in the ship again. Can you, like, save after I do the cutscene? Okay, let's save state again so we don't accidentally undo that. So where is this item? This item is to my left. Good evening, Nixol. Really? There it is. Okay, so I didn't map anything out on the left, but that's fine. I got the items over here, though. So, okay, boss time. Oh, that's right, you can hit him before that. I wasn't sure on the timing of it. Okay, I hit him. Ah, butts. Butts! Yeah, that didn't work. Come on, dude! Open up! I should've, like, missiled. Dang it. I'm in a bad spot. I should just be firing missiles. I just proved that missiles do more damage than charge beam. And that makes my life a lot easier because I'm not holding a charge the entire time. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, okay, I get it. Space jump. You're a spider head. Oh, so one thing I noticed, I've always had missiles for it, but once you get to the Corex, if you run out of missiles, if you just shoot the thing, it, like, spews out X's. Which is a way to get ammo for it. Like, charge beam doesn't work. You have to use missiles. Yay! Oh, really? They're gonna let me go back if I want? Why? Whatever. Oh. I am kind of glad we get plasma soon, because even though we just got wide beam, it genuinely feels like we need another beam. Can you go back? Yeah, looks like you can go back. Hey, come back. Oh, it's Wing. Sup! I instinctively hit the run button. The non-existent run button. You don't know where I am. Go away. Man, it's freaking out. What do I do? Dang it. Why is this so funny? I wish I could hit you. I can't scoot back any. Like, I wanna... I can't get a good angle on it. I took more damage than I thought I would take. Where did I last save? Oh, I saved up here? Dang it. Okay, let's kill that thing so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so we can't go up anymore. Are there any items up here? Oh, what am I in? Sector 2. Let's go find Sector 2, see what items I got. What sector is this? Lava sector. No, that's not it. Still lava sector. Spent a lot of time in lava sector. That is also not lava sector. Or not. Oh, it's the one that I came from. So I got the map open right at the start of the video. Okay. Okay, so we came in that way. I am currently right there. Are there any items that I'm missing otherwise? There's an item in that room. And then that loops around there, and I think that's it. Okay. Hey, $5 super chat from Drazvin. Thank you. Yeah, Wave Ice Spazer instead of Wave Ice Plasma. That is true. It would be Wave Ice Spazer. No Plasma. Because Plasma only had 2 beams. Like if it was Wave Ice Plasma, it would be 2 beams going out. The 3 is Spazer. Man, the SAX doesn't know crap. Doesn't know how to equip Plasma. Doesn't have Plasma. Doesn't have Gravity Suit. Doesn't know how to. Doesn't have Spring Ball. Okay, so I can go back down, but I kind of don't need to. I need more to go this way. Three beams here is Plasma, that's true. Yeah, it did in fact use Morph. Uses Plasma due to its shot penetrating. Well, the Plasma in this game isn't necessarily 3 beams because of wide. Because when you're fighting the statue, it shoots out 3 beams. Like, it's funny because they show your beams over here as though they stack, but they actually don't. Like, when you get Plasma, you're just shooting Plasma. When you get Wave, you're just shooting Wave. Only you're shooting Wave that can... You're shooting Wave that can pierce enemies. Get you eventually. Where are you going, dude? Yeah, not the ice beam, but the orange suit. I always figured it was the ice beam that hurt it, but you couldn't shoot the ice beam until you had the orange suit. Okay, remind me not to shoot anything anymore. All missiles all the time. That's where we stand in this house. Am I hyped for Dread? I sure am. Oh, that's right, you don't go this way. You gotta go around this way. Thank you, Nola. Gotcha. What's up? I am kind of glad the missile power-up lets you open the door in one missile. Oh my goodness, just open your dumb eye. Right in! Let's try that again. Oh my goodness! What the crap? It's like slippery, what the heck? Oh my goodness, I can't get in. Hey, the strategy worked before, it'll work again. Just gonna keep shooting low? I mean, I'm cool with that. You're making it easy. Oh, I wonder if it always aims at me. Nope, nope, nope. Getting over here. Give me the goods! Finally, good beam. Hey, the plants are gone. Good beam. Didn't work as well as I thought it would. Okay, so we got that item. Where did I end the video? Because we effectively just finished last video. Did I just, like, go back to the save point here and call it? You know what, I have a better idea. Let's just... I literally have the video open. Yeah, how do you speedrun this game? You mash through Atom text and you just play real heckin' good. Like, yeah, there's text, but, like, there's plenty of gameplay in this game. Okay, we load our save. We come back and say hi. I have I have 8 energy tanks. That is true. God dang it. Okay, we have 8 energy tanks. That is true. We have 16 P-bombs. I assume. I have many fewer missiles, though. But I think that's just because I used them. Okay, there we go. Missiles are correct. And that is the save point. So I'm missing some health, but otherwise we're correct. Do I feel like farming health? Sure, why not? I loaded up with full HP. So it should be fairly simple just to get full HP, and then everything else is right, and then we're good to go. Okay, we're in the save room. We're in the correct save room. One tile up, one tile to the right. Oh yeah, there is, but I didn't find that in video. I think there is anyway, but I didn't find that in video. If you have screw attack without space jump, it lets you single wall jump. That's hilarious. Yeah, so what are we sitting at here? Full health, 145, 145, 16. Save game, save game. Also save state, just so we know if we have it. Go back here, bam. So we are all lined up. The map isn't correct, but items should be. There are a few little bits and bobs that I did not map. Like, to the lower left there, I only mapped the upper half of that room, and the original playthrough, I mapped that whole room. So stuff like that. So we are caught up, though. So we can pick up from here. As I said, videos will probably be delayed because I normally record like a week in advance, and if I'm going to redo this, then I literally have not even recorded tomorrow's video yet. So we're done. We're all caught up. Can you, like, copy a save? Ooh, you can. Okay. Was progress lost? Only because I chose for it to be lost. I've just been unhappy with the way a lot of the videos are going. Oh, so this one down here is where the old Let's Play was. I think this is just before I started the item collection. And I think by the end of the item collection, I was at about 6:15 time. Link the randomizers page. go ahead, but you can't. I don't think you can link in YouTube chat. Okay, okay. Well, I guess I can close that video down. So we're all caught up, everything is good, everybody's happy. It's all taken care of. It is 10:30. Oh, do I want to cut the stream now? Do I want to cut the stream now? What's that image on the left? See, that's the wonderful thing about opinions. Everybody has one, and nobody wants what everybody else has. I forget what the actual opinion is. Or I forget what the actual phrase is about opinions. I know it's everybody has one. But I forget what the second half of that phrase is. Yeah, so what's that? Okay, so the right one I know. The right one I know. That's like the Oh, the left one is one of the individual sectors. Okay. Everyone has one and they all stink. Even your own. They all do. Okay, it's late. You know what? The new event went live in 100% orange juice. And it is late, but let's go ahead and oh, might be a repeat of it. Well, let's go ahead and play one round OJ and then we'll call it a night. So in playing through the rest of the game, from here clear until the end of the game, because again, I recorded until effectively the end of the game, I think the opinion that I came to about Fusion, and I'll probably express this in earlier videos, but I think the opinion that I came to about Fusion is that I don't necessarily think it's fair to compare it to Super. Because they are very different games with very different goals. Like, if you say, I think the way Super handled X is objectively better, I don't think Fusion would be better if it did it that way. I think Fusion has a whole system of gameplay and progression and controls and everything that's all designed to work together with itself. So, at the end of the day, I can say I prefer Super, but, like, it's not better than Fusion. It's a different game. And if you want to play a game like Fusion, you play Fusion. If you want to play a game like Super, you play Super. Like, I mean, it's maybe a little bit different, but it's the same idea as, like, comparing Mario Galaxy to New Super Mario Bros. Like, they're both Mario games, they both involve running and jumping and doing that stuff, but they're decidedly different experiences. And New Super Mario Bros. Isn't trying to be Galaxy, and nor is Galaxy trying to be new. They're both trying to do different things, and I don't think it's fair to compare something in New and say, oh, well, I much prefer the way New handled jumping like this. When, like, you can't compare that. The systems in Galaxy are all completely built around Galaxy. And I think that's more than anything the conclusion that I've come to. And I think one problem that I had for a very long time, right up until I did this replay through, honestly, is I was, and honestly, most of the way playing through the game, was I was directly comparing the two. And every time Fusion did anything, it was always, but Super did it this way and I liked it better in Super. It doesn't matter. Because you can't change that one thing in Fusion. Changing that one thing in Fusion changes all of Fusion. It changes how all of the controls and mechanics and physics and everything in Fusion interacts with each other, and how the game as a whole feels. I do feel like Fusion is slightly less refined than Super, but I think that's completely understandable. Super took what they learned in 1 and 2 and refined it. Super is a finely honed experience that they had several games to get to, whereas Fusion, they are trying to do something completely new. With the mechanics, with the controls, with the story, with progression, they're trying to do something completely new all around in Fusion. And it's the first time they did it. They haven't had 2 games of experience before getting it together. It'd be more appropriate to compare Fusion to Metroid 1, or maybe at least Metroid 2. And like, yeah, comparing that, Fusion's doing a pretty darn good job. Yeah, that's how you feel about Samus Returns. And I know the same team that made Samus Returns also made Dread. And given that I was I don't think it was bad, but I just wasn't super impressed by Samus Returns. Like, it just didn't get anything to spark me. Given that, I'm excited for Dread, but I'm cautiously excited for Dread. I don't want to get my hopes up too high and then be disappointed. So, like, I'm more of a... I've always said I'm not optimistic. I'm optimistically pessimistic. So I'm going to be going, like, so what you do is you hope for the best, but expect the worst. And that's kind of what I'm going into Dread with. I can feel the fear instilled by other M's reception in Samus Returns, Nintendo's biggest restricting IP in the past decade. It's been repeatedly failing with its target demographic. And it's hilarious that the guy's name. The chief, like, developer producer guy in charge of Metroid. The Western market is, like, his lowest priority. And that's kind of frustrating. Like, the Western market is his lowest priority, but we are... Sakamoto, yeah. But we are honestly what makes Metroid. Metroid just does not do that well in Japan. The mining bot scene was so rewarding because you were not able to beat him for a few tries. I think the mining bot scene, it was handled well for a while because, like, you're just getting frustrated at this thing getting around and you can't do anything about it. But, like, frustrating in a good way. Like, they're building that up in an intended way. The fight itself was, like... The fight itself was annoying as crap. If I don't remember it exactly, but if memory serves, it's like a waiting around boss. That takes way too long to kill. But admittedly, when you finally friggin' killed it after 10 years... When it's like waking up again and Samus just friggin' without even looking at it shoots it in the friggin' face, I felt that. I felt that. Me and Samus. We feel the same. Yeah, Other M is... The story is... Let's say flawed, for lack of getting into it. But, like, the gameplay in Other M was absolutely amazing. And I'm genuinely worried that because it was received so poorly, purely because of the story, that they're not going to try something like that gameplay-wise again. Because they just think the whole game is a write-off. That's my only fear. Oh yeah, I'm sure there are criticisms of Other M's gameplay too. Like, opinions are far and wide. Like, as great as I think the gameplay in Other M was, I guarantee there are people who don't like it. And it's difficult to even say what is objectively good or bad, because so much of that is your own experience and your own opinions about it. Like, it's really hard to say something is objectively good or bad. I do think going into missiles in Other M was a little bit awkward, especially at first, but you really get used to it. Like, you get used to it fast. You kind of have to. And like, once you get used to it, it's fine. But admittedly, I think if I did anything, that would be... I'd maybe do something with the missiles. Yeah, wasn't the flat voice lines a direction from Sakamoto? It was, yeah. It was, because I think in Japanese, that kind of line is interpreted differently. It's a kind of a cultural thing. So like, for Japan, it was fine. How they were delivered was fine. But doing that over here has completely different implications. And of course, Sakamoto has gone on record saying he doesn't give a crap about localization or how we interpret things in the West or anything like that. So... yeah, the heck run in Other M. That was... I think gameplay-wise it was... Again, I think gameplay-wise I think it was neat. But, like... They really needed to come up with a better explanation for why the heck it happened. I think the intention is that Samus is so frustrated with having to be under Adam's, like, control to such a degree like that, that she is actively putting herself in danger to spite him. Like, I think the intention is that, like, she didn't even have to disable Varia. She just went like, alright, well, if I'm gonna do what he has to do, I'm gonna turn off freaking everything, god dang it, and I'm still gonna destroy everything in here. And, like, she finds that hot area and is just like, I'm gonna friggin' go in here anyway, I don't give a crap. Wait for him to tell me to put the stupid suit on, I'm gonna go in anyway. Like, I feel like the whole game there's just this, like... I think that's maybe the intention, but I don't know. Well, I was going to play a round of OJ, but then we sat here and chatted for half an hour. Yeah, I guess we're not doing OJ. It's like 11 o'clock. Yeah, I feel like the overarching plot in Other M was fine, but I feel like the execution was pretty mangled. Like, if you look at the plot in broad strokes, I think it's fine. But, like, the individual scenes and little bits of explanation, like, just don't tie together. And, like, there's the whole subplot with, like, the traitor. And that was cool. Like, I think that was a neat subplot. That didn't go anywhere. Like, man, you were worried, you were paranoid, you didn't know what was going on, who to trust, anything. Like, I think that was good crap. And then it didn't go anywhere. You just kind of forgot about it, and then eventually everybody died, and you went like, well, I mean, I guess one of them was the traitor. Like, they died somewhere. Like, existed solely to make you suspect Adam. And then once Adam is revealed to be good, it's time to kill the traitor. I think it'd be fine, but like, I think even that would be fine. But like, they don't even kill the traitor. Once you realize Adam's good, they just kind of forget the subplot existed at all. I think Ridley was built up to fine, it just wasn't handled well. Or it wasn't explained well. Like, you see the little rabbit thing and you don't know what the crap. And you're like, okay, whatever. And then you see the, like, the four-legged dragon thing. And you don't make the connection to the rabbit thing. If they actually, like, tied together and went, oh wow, that rabbit thing grew up into this? And then Adam does something like, and it's still growing. We have no idea what its final form is going to be like. It's not a resident of Zebus, or whatever. Keep an eye out. That thing is gonna be dangerous. And you're like, okay, cool. And then Ridley shows up and you're like, dang it! Yeah, like, you kind of got the little... Like, you saw the husk of the rabbit, but, like, they just didn't... They didn't tie it together well enough. They didn't explain it well enough. Yeah, like, it did leave behind a husk, but, again, they didn't... Like, if you look for the information, it's there. But I feel like for something as big as that, it needed to be spelled out more. Yeah, they say show don't tell, but, like, they did too much showing and not enough telling. Preferred Prime style of story. It's hard to say. Because, like, Prime 1 and 2 barely had any story. And the idea is, like, how do you build in a more complicated story? And when you don't have a lot of story, it becomes much easier to tell the story. Prime storytelling was also not so much like a proper story, but more world building. Which is also cool, fleshes out the world. Good stuff. Prime 2 handled story the best. I don't remember a lot of the story in Prime 2. I don't remember it being much different than Scan Everything. But it's been a while. I like, don't remember anything about Prime 2. Honestly, the only thing anytime I think back to Prime 2, the only thing that I think of is I could just never get behind the ammo thing. When I played that game as a kid, I just power beamed everything because I was scared to use ammo. But what if I need it? Like, I think I remember hearing the developers say that they didn't want the ammo to be a big deal. They just wanted it to be like, hey, if you know you're going to the Dark World, maybe stock up on some light ammo before you go. Like, they just kind of wanted it to be a thing. Like a light thing like that. But I feel like that whole thing could have used some reworking. Yeah, I don't especially know how I would approach it today, because I know I play games a lot differently now than I did when last I played it, and when I played it as a kid. So I don't really know what I would think specifically right now. Like, I did just use Power Beam for, like, everything, but I did find that so many enemies were just unbelievably tanky. Because you're expected to use the stronger beams against them. Prime 2 suit designs were nice. I only remember the football suit. I don't remember what the other ones looked like. Oh, the other one, the dark suit had like the friggin'... What are those, like hydroelectric dynamos on her shoulders? That was kind of, those were neat suits. They were neat suits. Not my favorite suits, but they were creative and they looked neat. There's a Metroid WAD for Doom. Yeah, I played that, 2 years ago for Seasons Metroid. I have no idea what I'm doing for Seasons Metroid this year. I mean, it doesn't have to be super, I guess, as long as it's Metroid. Barely used Wave and Ice in Prime 1. A lot of the beams in Prime 1 were situational. I feel like Ice and Wave never felt like that much stronger. So you just kind of went between the beams as you needed the different beams. It wasn't until you got Plasma that you were like, okay, I got the beam that I actually just use from now on. Prime 1 is real good. Like, I was one of the people who was in the boat of, like, as soon as they announced Metroid Prime coming out and it was a first-person shooter, I was like, I hate this and everything that it stands for. I was one of those people. Especially because FPSs, like friggin' Halo, were coming out at the time, and I didn't want Metroid to be that. But like, I was still excited to play it because, like, man, a new Metroid game, I want to play that crap. But like, Prime 1 was still so good. Prime 1 is probably my second favorite Metroid game. Like, I genuinely feel like Prime 1 felt like... It felt like a Metroid game. They give you a world, you're alone, go explore. Do your Metroidvania thing. And it had atmosphere, oh my goodness. Had memorable locations. Amazing atmosphere. Prime 1 was so good. I feel like my opinion of the Prime games kind of went downhill as the games went on, though. Like, I liked Prime 2 a lot less than Prime 1, and I liked Prime 3 less than Prime 2. Technically, I've never even beaten Prime 3. Like, I got to the final planet area where you gotta run through the whole area while taking damage, and fight the final boss while taking damage, and I just said, nah. Mecha G, we're pretty much wrapping up. Yeah, admittedly, like, when you get a new item that lets you progress to a new area, you want your path to that area to be meaningful. Like, you want to either be able to get there quickly, to get to that location quickly, or you want the trip there to be meaningful. Like, it takes you along a path with a bunch of, it takes you along a path that you maybe haven't been in a little while, so you have a chance to collect a bunch of items along the way, or whatever. Like, that's what you want. And admittedly, Prime 1 did a number of times just go like, alright, go over here, and you're just like, oh, okay, I gotta trek across the planet. Like, I like Prime, I do really like Prime 1, but, like, I remember that. I think Prime 1 also made it kind of a pain to go through rooms, certain rooms multiple times. They didn't do it super often. They didn't do that super often, but I do remember times where, like, I'm looking at the various paths I can take to get where I need to go, and I look at one path and go, I'm not going through that room. That room's just gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm not doing that crap. And I think some of that is... I've played a couple games. This is a little bit different, but it's, I suppose, the same style of thing. There was a game I played, not really a Metroidvania. It was more of an action platformer with very mild exploration elements. And one thing that I remember running into with the game was, the first time you run through an area, there are enemies that, oh, just tune in. Sorry, Garci, I did everything I wanted to do. We are just wrapping up. We've just been chatting for a minute while I find a good place to end the stream. But I remember an area where... Or not just an area, just enemies in general were very much you've got to sit down and actually fight this enemy. Like, you've got to get their pattern down, you got to know when they're attack and parry and get back at them. And I think the first time you're going through an area, clearing it out, that's fine. But that gets old real fast when you have to go through a room with that multiple times. Oh, I was just wondering what's up with community night. So typically Fridays is community night, where I try to play games with everybody else. We'll play like SRB2 card, or 100% Orange Juice, or Power Bomberman, or such. But there was something else I wanted to get done today in Metroid Fusion, so I just played some Metroid Fusion. So I put the question mark after community because it wasn't like really a community night. But it is community night, so to say. Yeah, I was just getting back up to where I was in the videos. Yeah, so, the issue with the enemies, and like, you gotta do this whole friggin' dance every time you want to kill them. And like, look, I've been through this room like 6 times and I'm really tired of this crap. There are a couple times that Prime 1 did that. Where like, oh yeah, these enemies show up and they're a good fight, that's cool. And then like the 3rd time you're going through that room, you're like, I'm not fighting these big stupid things. I'm tired of fighting these things every time I come through this room. Yeah, the friggin' ghosts, holy crap. Just don't even bother, they're not worth your time. That was like the one thing in Prime 1, is as soon as you walk in a room and like the music starts and everything dims, and then you see that little like misty thing in the corner, you're not like, alright, let's take care of this room. As soon as that happens, you just go, ah, crap. Like, do I have to? Alright, everybody, let's try to repress the memory of the Chozo ghosts. And it is late, so we should probably find a time to wrap up. Thank you all for keeping me company. We had a bunch of people show up today, more people than usual. Should play more Metroid, I guess. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. It's actually been a good time.